What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build my new 4 furnace base. This base is perfect if you don't have a compound up and you really want to get some large furnaces down, and also if you just want to make sure your furnaces are really secure. This base also features an oil refinery and separates the furnaces into pairs of 2, making it harder for raiders to obtain all the loot if they blow in through one of the walls. Now to start, we're going to build it just like how you'd build a normal furnace base with 4 twig squares, just like this. We're going to break these later, so just leave them twig. Now we're going to place triangles along the sides like this. And now we have the basics for just a normal furnace base. Now obviously you would put walls and roof triangles with your furnace inside, and that would be just your normal furnace base. Now for this next part, we're just going to expand upon this first furnace base, and it might be a little confusing at first, but in a minute you'll understand everything, and it's really surprisingly simple. Of course, these squares in the middle of each furnace base should be twig, and we're just going to demolish them in a second. So now we're going to come in through here and break all the squares. And as you can see now, we have all the 4 holes where we're going to put our large furnaces. Now right now you might be wondering what this little area in the middle is. It's just kind of an artifact of what happens when you build using only triangles in the way that I did. We're going to make the best of it by adding 2 triangles on 2 of the sides, and also we're going to put 2 more right here for the main entrance. This is the finished layout of the base. And as you can see, you can't really put anything else in here. That's just the way Rust building works. So that just kind of has to stay a little empty area for now. Now we're going to come along and add walls to the whole base. Now for the door, you want to put 4 wall frames like this and a wall right here. This is going to be our entrance. And we're going to fill doors through here. Finally, you can put a shop front on that front. And optionally, if you want to put a garage door right here, it will make it a little bit more expensive going through doors. But honestly, I don't think it's worth it, just because you can go through walls for just as cheap, basically, with double doors. So it's up to you guys, really. Now we're going to go around and put the rest of the walls on. Now at this point we can break right here and right here for oil refineries. This is of course optional, and I wouldn't recommend honestly doing the back one just because of we're going to put TC back here, so this one might get in the way later. If you think you would like to put TC in a different spot, you can still put that there, but one oil refinery is usually enough for any size group really, so it's up to you guys still. Very customizable base. We're going to put our furnaces in. I like to put them kind of in this back corner. Just like this. Makes it really easy to maneuver through the base. Now we're going to cover up this inside right here. Just like this. And we also got to put triangles right there, just to make sure all the roofs are placed correctly. It won't work if you don't do that. And finally, if you're wondering where TC goes, it goes right here. Obviously, you might have to place this earlier. I like to put window frames here. If you want to put doors, you can also do that. And also, if you have armored window frames, you can put those there instead. Now, optionally, if you're worried about getting raided really quickly and them sealing up your base, you can upgrade this TC to sheet metal. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend doing that just because of the fact that it really just makes it obvious where your TC is and doesn't make it that much stronger. Now we're going to separate the base into 2 sides by putting door frames right here and double doors right like this. These doors will separate the base into 2 sides once we put the door on. Now that we have everything on the inside basically done, all we got to do is add the roof. Now for this, all you need is a bunch of roof triangles, and you basically place them on every available wall socket, just like this. You want to skip the double door frame like this, because it will work, and putting it there will mess it up. As you can see, the conditional models kind of appear once you put them in the right spots, and will cover up the whole base, making sure there's no gaps to get in. Just like this. Now you just want to repeat that for the other side. Now again, that oil refinery is in the way if you put your TC right here, so I would just kind of not recommend it unless you really need the extra refinery and think you can put your TC in a different spot or figure out a way to get around it. And finally, we finish up the roof just like this. And you can see the whole base is covered and there's no way for any grubs or nakeds just to kind of wiggle their way into the base. Also, above these double door frames, you are able to squeeze through, so you either want to put a low wall or a half wall just to stop anyone from kind of boosting their teammates up. As you can see, you can fit through just one character crouching. Just like that, it completely segments the maze into two sides. Now the inside of this base is really customizable. What I'm doing here is I'm putting some bags down. If you want to add some sort of area or a way to defend, you can kind of wall off a segment and maybe put a locker inside. Make it so you can easily defend and come out of your base. This will also help if your furnace base is getting raided and you need to defend quickly. Just put a double door on and you're now able to defend the base. Anyways, you can customize this however you want, put boxes wherever you want, but that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.